Recalled and banned products are showing up all over the internet despite specific laws put in place because people have been seriously hurt or killed.
A big part of the problem is imports and third-party sellers. Here's an in-depth look at how the government is trying to catch these products before they reach your family.
Thank you.
This is a rare look inside the federal operation that's meant to keep consumers safe. In Newark, New Jersey, federal agents check boxes coming into the country through the nearby port, looking for things that are banned here, like items that are flammable or have excessive lead. They check cribs and hair bows and look through boxes, sometimes running them through a chemical scanner. To understand why we're bringing you here, meet Scott Taylor.
So as long as anybody's going to ask me and want to talk about it and will listen, I'll talk about it. I'll talk about her. It makes me sad sometimes, but it also brings her very much back to right here.
Taylor has spoken about his daughter Abby many times, but his passion for her life and how it may save the daughters and sons of others continues.
She was always the reason I wear pink and the reason I dress the way that I do often with a lot of color is because of her.
In June 2007, 6-year-old Abby played in a country club's kiddie pool filled with just 18 inches of water.
At some point, she got near the pool drain, sat on it, and her buttocks created a seal around the pool sump, the bowl, if you will, and she was eviscerated, and meaning that she lost her small intestine.
The drain essentially suctioned her to the bottom of the pool. That drain concealed with a cover that her family says they later found had been broken earlier and wasn't installed correctly. For 9 months, Abby was in and out of the hospital. Multiple surgeries and transplants didn't take. On March 20th, 2008, Abby Taylor passed away. The type of pool drain cover that Abby was suctioned to is now banned due to a law passed the year she died, named after another little girl who also died in a similar incident, Virginia Graham Baker, whose initials are now stamped on legal drain covers sold in the U.S.
The goal was to get them completely off the market, which we did from a retail standpoint. However, as I understand, they're available on the internet somewhere, coming in from other places.
In fact, we found these matches for banned pool drain covers appearing online, being sold through third-party sellers on big box retail sites in major online marketplaces. Here's another. In March, the Consumer Product Safety Commission, or CPSC, warned a Chinese company that its pool drain cover violated the law and requested a recall, which went up a month later. The Amazon retailer put a note about the recall on its site, but months later, we were able to buy one that appears in photos to be identical to the one the CPSC flagged and recalled.
What we're seeing is that on the platforms that you're buying things, you think you're buying it from somebody else, but really it's a fly-by-night seller coming in from overseas.
This is where we come back to the federal facility in Newark.
We have a tremendous amount of trade in this country, tremendous amount of product coming into it. So do we catch everything? Not enough, because we don't have the resources to really get out there and cover everything as much as we'd like to.
Our team found over a dozen products that appeared to match those the CPSC found to be in violation of safety laws, from bike helmets to outdoor equipment that are still available to buy through major online retailers.
How do you police that?
We've seen things online by a seller that we know have killed a child before. We have flagged it for the platform, and then a week later we see the same listing under a slightly different name on the platform. And again, we tell the platform that they take it down, but that game of whack-a-mole has to stop, and the platforms are really in the best place to be able to do that.
In July, Amazon announced a new program. It will now alert consumers when products they buy on Amazon have recalls or warnings.
If the product is illegal in the U.S., you shouldn't be able to buy it, whether it's coming from China or anywhere else. You shouldn't be able to buy it in the U.S.
Abby's family tells us they sued the golf club where this happened and the parent company of the manufacturer. They settled out of court with the drain maker, which said it thought her death was caused by the maintenance issue, but still paid. That money helped fund and start Abby's Hope, her family's organization for safe swimming. They also settled with the golf club.
You can be your own investigator when it comes to checking recalled products. The Consumer Product Safety Commission has several websites designed to help you find the most up-to-date information. CPSC.gov/recalls lists all the recalls by the federal agency, while SaferProducts.gov lets you report an item or search reviews by other consumers. For more on our extensive series on recalled products, go to investigatetv.com and search defective.